database వచ్చేసి the view of database that appears to be an application program is known as the subschema. The view of database that appears to the application program is known as subschema. Subschema అంటే the view of database that appears to application program is known as subschema. The external level of the user view of database. This level describes the part of the database relevant to the user. Most of the users of the database are not concerned with all the information contained in the database. A subschema expresses the external view. External schema also called as subschema. Okay. Which of the type of the Dbms provide the support for the maintaining several versions of the same entity? The object-oriented database management system. The object-oriented database management systems allow object-oriented programs to develop the product, store them as an object, and replicate or modify existing objects to make a new objects within the Dbms. Network database management systems are based on the network data model that allows each record to have a multiple parents and multiple children's records. A network database allows the flexible relationship models between entities. Hierarchical database is a type of database network databases, and RDBMS is a type of database management system that stores the data in the row-based structure which contains the related data elements, and RDBMS includes the functions that maintaining the security, accuracy, integrity, and consistency of the data. Which of the following is not provided as a service in cloud computing? క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ ఏవి ఉంటాయి? ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ యాజ్ అ సర్వీస్, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ యాజ్ అ సర్వీస్, ప్లాట్ఫామ్ యాజ్ అ సర్వీస్ ఉంటుంది. ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ యాజ్ అ సర్వీస్ అనేది ఏమి ఉండదు క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్లో. ఇక్కడ ది ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ ఈజ్ యాజ్ అ సర్వీస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఎ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ క్లౌడ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ స్టాక్. Software as a service. Delivery the application over the internet or managed with the third-party vendors. Applications can be accessed directly through the web browser. Google Apps, Dropbox, Cisco Web Access, Zoom, Salesforce, SAP Corner. తర్వాత platform as a service. Used to develop the custom applications and products, includes middleware, database management, or analytics. Platform as a service. Windows, Azure, AWS, Elastic Beanstalk, Google App Engine. Includes pay-as-you-go storage, networking, and virtualization. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure. The end users వచ్చేసి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ యాజ్ ఏ సర్వీస్, SaaS. అప్లికేషన్ డెవలపర్ వచ్చేసి ప్లాట్ఫామ్ యాజ్ ఏ సర్వీస్. ఇలా ఉంటుంది వీళ్ళకి. నెట్వర్క్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్స్ వచ్చేసి ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ యాజ్ ఏ సర్వీస్. యాజ్ లెస్ కంట్రోల్, పైన వచ్చేసి లెస్ కంట్రోల్, కింద వచ్చేసి మోర్ కంట్రోల్. నెట్వర్క్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్స్ దగ్గర మోర్ కంట్రోల్ ఉంటుంది, ఎండ్ యూజర్స్ దగ్గర లెస్ కంట్రోల్ ఉంటుంది. An aggregation association is drawn using which symbol? A line on open diamond toward the end of the connecting two tables. ఇట్లుంటే అగ్రిగేషన్. ఇది ఓపెన్లో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇది అగ్రిగేషన్. Fourth one, association is a relationships where all objects have their own life cycle and there is no owner. Aggregation is specialized from an association where all the objects have their own life cycle, but there is a ownership and child objects cannot belongs to another parent object. Composition is again a specialization from the aggregation, and we can all call this as a death relationship. It is a strong type of aggregation. Child object does not have its life cycle, and if the parent object is deleted, all the object will also deleted. All child objects also deleted. రిప్రజెంటేషన్. క్లాస్ అసోసియేషన్ ఉంటే నార్మల్ ఆరో మార్క్ ఉంటుంది బీకి. క్లాస్ ఏ అగ్రిగేషన్ ఉంటే ఇలా డైమండ్ మార్క్ షేడ్ చేయండి అంటే ఓపెన్ ఉండేది క్లాస్ బీకి ఉంటుంది. కాంపోజిషన్ అంటే డైమండ్ మార్క్ షేడ్ చేస్తుంది క్లాస్ ఏకి, క్లాస్ బీకి. ఓనర్ ఫీడ్స్ పెట్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఓనర్ అసోసియేషన్. ఏ టేల్ ఈజ్ ఎ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ బోత్ డాగ్స్ అండ్ cats. Aggregation composition. A cat is a kind of pet. Inheritance or generalization. Goals for the designing on the logical schema includes avoiding data consistency, being able to construct queries easily, being able to access data efficiency, all of these. A database logical schema is its overall logical plan. This schema is developed with diagrams that defines the content of database tables and describes how the tables are linked together for data access. During the first part of the logical design, a conceptual model is created based on their needs assignment performed in a stage 1. A conceptual model is typically a entity relationship diagram that shows the table fields and a primary keys to the database and shows the tables are related to one another. The tables sketched in the diagram are then normalized. The normalization process resolves the problems associated with database design so the data can be accessed quickly and efficiently. Hence all the above is correct. What does the data dictionary defined? Field names, field formats, field types, all of these. Data dictionary is a file or a set of files that contains the database metadata. Data dictionary contains a list of all files in the database, the number of records in each file, and the names and the types of each field. Also contain a data ownership, data relationships, and other objects to other data. Seventh one, type of 4 JDBC driver is a driver which communicates to the Java sockets. JDBC driver implements the defined interfaces, the JDBC API for interacting with your database server. For example, using JDBC drivers enable us to open database connections and to interact with it by sending SQL or database commands, then receiving results with Java. The java.sql package with the ships with the JDK contains the various classes with their behaviors defined and their actual implementations are done in the third-party drivers. Third-party vendors implement the java.sql driver interface in their database driver. Type 4 drivers is a pure Java based, that is C++. It is not used driver used communicates directly, that is no intermediate level layer is required with the vendor's database through the socket connections. Which of the following related to the snowflake schema is true? Dimension tables are normalized. A snowflake schema is a variant of star schema. A database original star schema contained a database original structure optimized for the use of the data warehouses or businesses intelligence, that is uses as a single layer fact table to the store transactional or measured data and one or more smaller dimensional tables and store authorization. Here the centralized fact table is connected to the multiple dimensions. In the snowflake schema, dimensions are present in the normalized forms. In multiple related tables, the snowflake structure materialized then when the dimensions of the star schemas are detailed and highly structured, having several levels of relationships, and the chain tables are multiple parent tables. Snowflakes affects only the dimension tables and does not affect the fact tables. Each dimension is represented by multiple dimensional tables, so false. Maintenance efforts are more, so B is false. Its true dimension tables are normalized, but the star schema it may not be always true. Extinctions of the schema is false. Immunity of an external schemas or application programs to change in the conceptual schema is referred as logical data independence. Immunity here means that if we make a certain changes in the one level of the data design, it will not affect the other part of the data design. Physical data independence, if we can if we make any changes in the physical storage of schema, that it will be not affect our logical schemas or conceptual schemas. Logical data independence, if we make any changes in the conceptual schema, it will not affect our external schema.